Hello and welcome to Star Wars Obsessed, where I talk about anything Star Wars. So I recently set up this Cloud City playset, and in this portion I wanted to have a setup for the betrayal by Lando Calrissian in the dining room. I have a vintage Lando, vintage Leia, vintage Han, vintage Lobot, and vintage Boba Fett. But I don't have another vintage Chewbacca, or another vintage Darth Vader that I could use in this scene. And I don't really want to do a more current version of Chewbacca and Darth Vader because it wouldn't exactly fit here. So, what should I do? I have an idea. Look what I have here. And then over here, look what's there. Should I open these retro collection figures? They're not original vintage on card, so I'm gonna take them out. Sometimes you just gotta say f it. Alright, the Star Wars Retro Collection. It has an ugly sticker, stupid weathering, very flimsy card. My attitude was to keep these on card and treat them like they were vintage, keep them protected, but then I'm realizing, nah, they're just a retro collection. It's just copies of the vintage. So I'm going to take this off card and actually use it. The retro Darth Vader. Let's get him off the card. The new Chewbacca. And what does it say here? Hasbro. USA? Yeah. China. And then this stamp. You definitely cannot mistake this for a vintage. Interesting, his weapon is black. Let's look at the original Chewbacca. Here's my original. I played with Chewbacca a lot. You can see that the nose paint is gone. And this one has the original stamp on it, made in Hong Kong in 1977, right there. The paint on the bandolier is pretty much still there. The teeth almost gone. Here with the new one, it looks pretty much the same, although the finer details is not there, as you can see here and here, where there seems to be more I guess hairlines, and this one has fewer. Look at this right here, and then compared to that right here, there's more hairline detail. Interesting, because on the original Chewbacca bag, it seems to be shinier. And is there a different color in the brown? The newer one seems a bit lighter brown. The original Chewbacca weapon, which is a bluish color as compared to the remake, which is black. This seems to have smoother detail on it. The newer one does. At least Hasbro went out of their way to not replicate everything exactly. So here's Chewbacca and his original weapon. See how he holds it. Does he hold it well? Yeah, pretty good. Put it down. Although, pops right off. Why? Did I do that wrong? Okay. I'll push that in. Oop, slides off. There, that's better. Can Chewbacca stand? No. How about this one, the remake? Stays on just fine. No problem. Put it down. It kind of slips off too when you put his hand down. Put this back on. This one doesn't really want to stay on when I have it down like this. This is my Chewbacca that I keep on display in the Star Wars display stand. So this Chewbacca will go in Cloud City. Yay! Now, the retro Darth Vader. It looks great. Control panel looks like it's not white. It looks like it's chrome paint. Give it a little shiny look to it. Of course, it has the stamp here, so you know it's repro. And it says Hasbro, USA. Fascinating that these do not have a year on it. The lightsaber slides in nice and in and out easily. Very easy, very loose actually. Let's compare my original Darth Vader from my childhood. And as you can see, the lightsabers are a different color. Whereas this one slides out neat, nice and loose. This one, the original, yeah, kinda, but you know, not very loose. It kind of sticks a little bit. Kind of come out of the arm here. They have a different color. And then the chest area. Put the lightsabers back in. Actually, let's put this down like this. The arms down. Okay, open this up. I played with Darth Vader a lot, so a lot of the paint has rubbed off. Actually, it looks like the control panel is slightly different, whereas these are longer than that one. These buttons here and that. How's the detail on Darth Vader's mask? Just like the Chewbacca, this is this finer detail, where this is not so much. And I notice his helmet is shiny, and this one's more matted. Finer detail here than here. Unfortunately, the cape on my Darth Vader ripped. I think I took it off a few times while I was playing. The cape on the new Darth Vader feels thicker. Vintage Darth Vader, retro Darth Vader. Time to go to your places. So put the Chewbacca card back here where I keep all of my card backs. Now put the Darth Vader here where I keep all of my card backs. So vintage Darth Vader goes on display here with all of my other original vintage figures. And vintage Chewbacca also goes here with all my original vintage figures. Alright, back to this Cloud City scene. Darth Vader will stand here to greet our dinner guests. And Chewbacca will stand right here. And they look great. They fit in with the vintage. The retro fits in with the vintage. And now, the dinner scene is complete. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You could also follow Star Wars Obsessed at Instagram and Facebook. See you on the next Star Wars Obsessed.